Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see the error detection and correction techniques. So basically first of all we will see what is meant by error. Okay, so whenever consider that a transmitter sends some data to receiver. Okay, so consider that transmitter is sent 110 to receiver, and suppose the receiver is receiving the value 111. Okay, so here this 0 has been changed to 1, but here the receiver doesn't know whether this data is correct or wrong. Okay, so that means there should be some algorithm which will detect whether this bit has been changed or not. Okay, so this data might be like this: 1010 is, suppose the transmitter is sending 1010 and receiver is receiving 1101. Okay, so here also the same thing. So the 1010 is sent by the transmitter and receiver is receiving, this 0 is changed to 1, this 1 is changed to 0, and 0 is changed to 1. So here is also change in the received data. So here 3-bit change is there. Okay, so here if the receiver is able to identify whether the received data is correct or wrong, then we can say that the data or the error is detected. Okay, and if the receiver is able to correct that error, then we can say that it is correction. Okay, now this is just for an example. Now consider that if there is some application which is sending the audio file or video file, so in that file suppose the few data bits will be changed, then there will not be any problem while listening the song or while seeing the video. But in case of if you are sending some data or messages via email or via chatting on WhatsApp or Facebook, okay, so in that case the alphabets or the characters you are sending to the receiver or the next other person, then there is not allowed that change in data. Okay, so here there are two kinds of errors available. So first one is single bit error. Single bit error means the name itself tells you that whatever data you are sending, that data is having only one bit change. Okay, so for example, suppose you are sending 1100 and if the receiver is receiving 1110, then here you can say this is one bit error. Okay, actually, but actually the sender is sending 1100, receiver has received 1110. Okay, so this kind of error is called single bit error. Only one bit is going to be changed, okay, at the receiver side. Now, and the second type is burst error. So burst error means what? Burst means multiple bits, more than one bits will be changed. Okay, so consider that the transmitter is sending 1100 and receiver is receiving, suppose I will just increase this number of bits. Suppose transmitter is sending 1100 1100 and receiver is receiving 1000 1110. Okay, so here how many bits are changed in this data format? 1100 1100 is sent by the transmitter. Here 1, this bit is changed to 0, right? Then 110, so here this bit is also changed. Now how many bits are changed here? Only 2 bits. But if you see the total number of bits changed, then you will find here 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So total 6 bits are changed, we can say like that, because if you change the first bit and this the first bit and this is the 6th bit, actually the meaning of this 6-bit data will be changed, the meaning will be changed, and that's why we say this is 6-bit error. Okay, this is 6-bit error. Okay, so here it is called burst error. Okay, actually only the 2 bits are changed, but we can say this is the 6-bit error. Okay, now coming to the problem. So here I have taken one problem. In a particular communication system, the data transmission speed is 1 Gbps. Then what is the error duration for the given time period? Now consider that the transmitter and receiver. Okay, so transmitter is going to send the data at 1 Gbps speed, and due to some media, due to some channel, the error is occurred for say 1 millisecond. Okay, so this error may occur due to the environmental conditions. So environmental conditions are like temperature, lightning, thunderbolt, or suppose your transmitter or receiver is having some noisy environment, okay, nearby noisy environment. Then suppose if you start a machine and thereby the transmitter or the media is affected by this the media is affected by those environmental conditions. Okay, so here transmitter suppose is sending 1 or so many bits are sending here. Actually 1 Gbps means what? 1 gigabits per second. So giga means 10 raised to 9, and consider that for 1 millisecond the error is occurred. So 1 millisecond means 10 raised to minus 3. So this, for this much time period, if the error occurs, and we have to find out how many bits will be affected, or what is the duration of error. Okay, what is the duration of error? So actually the duration of 1 bit is equal to what? 1 upon 10 raised to 9. So that is the frequency at which the transmitter is sending the data. So 1 upon 10 raised to 9 is equal to what? 1 nanosecond, right? So here we have just assumed that the error occurred for 1 millisecond. So 1 millisecond means 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to 9. So if you calculate this, then you will get 10 raised to 6. So total 10 raised to 6 bits. These many bits are affected by the noise, or these many bits are having error. Okay, now this is all about the error, only errors. Okay, now we'll see some error detection techniques and error correction techniques. Now here the error detection techniques are, first one is simple parity, that is even or odd. So here we can we don't send the data actually directly to the receiver, but instead we attach some additional bits, and that is called parity bits. Okay, so this is one type. Now we don't always connect parity bits to the data. So this is one type of error detection technique. Then second type is two-dimensional parity check. Third is checksum, and fourth one is CRC, that is cyclic redundancy check. So here the checksum is used at transport layer in the computer system OSI model, and CRC is used at data link layer. Okay, so here these two error detection techniques are very important. Okay, because they are used in computer system, and all other techniques are also used in different electronic systems. Okay, now the next one is error correction techniques. So error correction technique is having only one technique, that is Hamming codes. So here Hamming codes and all these error detection techniques works on the basis of redundancy. Okay, so redundancy means what? The redundancy is the number of additional bits we attach while sending the data. So actually suppose you are sending 8-bit data, the transmitter is sending 8-bit data, then the transmitter doesn't send only this 8-bit data. The transmitter attaches some additional bits so that the receiver will be able to detect the error and correct it. Okay, so that's why we implement such systems using the redundancy bits. That means so that the receiver will be able to find out where is the actual error, or at which position, or at which bits are changed in the received data. Okay, so this is all about the error detection and correction. Now let us see the simple technique, that is simple parity technique. Okay, now let us see the single parity errors. Okay, so here the single parity means single means only one bit we are going to detect error. Okay, so in the single parity there are multiple points. The first point is m plus 1 bits. So what is m? So m here indicates message bits. And 1 bit is the redundancy bit. So here the extra 1 bit will be sent by the transmitter so that the receiver will identify or detect the error available in message bits. Okay, so here the next point is even parity. So what is even parity? Even parity, suppose the transmitter is sending the data 1010. Okay, so actually the transmitter is going to send the data 4 bit. Okay, so the transmitter does not send only the data bits. The transmitter sends the data bit along with the redundancy bits, and that is even parity. Okay, now for even parity the transmitter will send 1010 as it is, but to make this even parity, number of ones should be even. That is 0, 2, 4, 6 and so on. Okay, so here to make this data even, the transmitter will add 0 here. Okay, so that the receiver will receive the same data and it will check whether, if this is 0, that means this data bit should contain even number of ones. Okay, so that's why for even parity the transmitter will send this. And suppose if the transmitter has to send this data, 1000 is the data bits, and the transmitter has to attach the redundancy bit. Okay, so to make this even parity, the transmitter will attach here 1 and then send this 5 bit data to the receiver. Okay, so at the receiver side the receiver will receive, suppose 11001. Then here what is happened, the receiver has received this data. So here number of ones are 1 2 3. Okay, so as the transmitter is working on even parity and the receiver also working on the same even parity, then here the receiver will find actually there are three number of ones available, right? And if it is even parity, then receiver will come to know that this data is having some error because there is only one bit change. Okay, if only one bit is changed, then receiver will identify or detect the error in the data bit, and hence the receiver will go for the correction algorithm. Okay, now this algorithm only works for single bit error. Okay, single bit error. Okay, so our title is given here, single parity. Now consider that if the two bits are changed in the data bits, any two bits will be changed. Okay, then here the receiver will not able to identify the number of error bits because the meaning will be changed, but the parity will remain same. Okay, so let us see. Suppose the data actual data is sent by the receiver is 10001, and if the receiver, suppose I will change these two bits. Okay, then what will the receiver will receive? 10111. So here the receiver will see this bit, that is 1. So actually in the data bits there must be 3 ones or one logic 1. Okay, so here the receiver will find there are 3 ones in the data bits, So receiver will assume that this data is received correctly, right? So this error detection cannot be done by the receiver. Okay, so how I am saying only one bit can be detected, so there is having some rules. Okay, so that error detection, number of error bits can be detected by using the technique that is called Hamming codes. Okay, 4-bit data words. So we'll come to this part also. So why I am saying only one bit can be detected. Okay, so we'll come to that point. Now next thing is, it can detect all single bit errors in code words. So we have seen this, all single bit errors can be easily identified as it is m+1 bits, that is single parity. Okay, now consider your transmitter and receiver both are working on odd parity. So odd parity means what? Within that data and parity bit, all the number of ones should be odd. Okay, so number of ones should be 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Okay, so here for the even parity, total number of ones should be even. For odd parity, total number of ones should be odd. Okay, now next thing is, it can detect all odd number of errors. Okay, so it can detect all odd number of errors. Odd number of errors means if there is one bit change in the data or in the frame, total frame, then it can detect. Okay, here we have seen, suppose this bit is changed here, so here we have seen total number of ones are 3, so it can easily identify that there is error. Now consider there are 3 bits will be changed. Okay, if the 3 bits will be changed, then also the receiver can identify, can detect there is an error. Okay, so that's why I am saying, suppose the transmitter is sending 1110, and to make it even parity, the logic 1 should be added here. Okay, and transmitter is send this data, these 4 data bits and 1 parity bit, and suppose receiver is received, say I will change these 3 bits. Okay, these 3 bits, then what the receiver will receive? 00001. Okay, now when the receiver will see this 1, the receiver will check how many logic 1s are available in these data bits. No logic 1. So here receiver will identify, it will be able to detect that there is an error. So that's why you can change here any 3 bits, any 1 bit. So if the data size is very large, that is 8 bit, 16 bit, 32 bit and so on, then you can change, or the receiver will identify how many bits are detected, or whether there is an error or not, if number of bits are odd. Okay, odd number of bits are changed. Now let us see why I am saying here m+1 bits. So your receiver, suppose your data bits are having only 4 bits, your data size is 4 bit, then it can detect only one error bit. Okay, now let us see. If I will, why I am saying one error bit? Because if you take this bit format, let us say 0000, and actually the error can be find out by using XOR operation, that is called Hamming distance. Okay, so by using Hamming distance, we are able to find out how many number of bits error can be find out. Okay, so here we use Hamming distance technique. So Hamming distance can be find out by using XOR operation. So take any 4-bit combination, from this. Okay, suppose I will write here 0010. Then what will you get here? 001, or I will take here suppose 1111. Then you will get here 1111. Okay, because if the two bits are similar, then XOR output will be 0. If two bits are different, then you will get 1 as an XOR output. So here these two bits are different, so you will get here 1 1 1 1. Okay, so in this case, how many number of ones are available here? 1 2 3 4. So Hamming distance will be 4. Okay, now consider, you take any two example, 1 0 1 0 XOR with 0 1 0 0. Okay, so in this case, how many, what will be the result? 1 1 1 0. Okay, so in this case Hamming distance will be 3 because there are 3 number of logic ones available. Take one more example, 0 0 0 1 0, and take another example, 1 0 0 0. So in this case, how many, what is the answer? 1 0 1 0. So in this case, how many logic ones are available? 2. So here the Hamming distance will be 2. Now from these 4-bit combinations, if you take any two 4-bit values for calculating the Hamming distance, you will get minimum 2 as a Hamming distance. Okay, minimum 2 as a Hamming distance for 4-bit combination. So here for Hamming distance D, if D equal to Hamming distance, then actually the number of error bits can be detected as D minus 1. Okay, so D minus 1 error bits can be detected. D minus 1 error bits can be detected. Okay, so D means what here? Minimum Hamming distance. D means minimum Hamming distance. Okay, so here D is what? 2. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 bits. So here 1 bit error can be detected. Okay, now what I have written here in red color. So actually, if you are considering that this is even parity, okay, if for even parity, to make it even, the number of ones in all the combinations should be even. Okay, so in this first combination, number of ones are 0, so 0 is even number. Then in the second combination, the number of, to make number of ones as even, the logic 1 is added here. Okay, so in this third combination, again there are, in this 4-bit combination, only one logic 1 is available, so to make it even, only one logic 1 is added. Okay, in this combination, actually there are 2 logic 1s are available, so there is no need to add 1, okay, as a redundant bit. Okay, so 0 is added here and so on. Okay, now consider that you want to detect, or if the transmitter will send this, suppose this combination, okay, 0 0 0 0 0, and if one bit will be changed, if one bit will be changed, suppose I will change this bit, okay, this bit 0 1 0 0 0. So here you can check whether this combination is available in all these numbers 0 1 0 0 0, whether this value is available in all these combinations. No. So here, so in this case, the receiver will identify, receiver will detect there is an error. Okay, so that's why the D minus 1 bits can be detected. Suppose the 2 bits will be changed while transmission, or sorry, while reception. There is a, when the data will be in transmission process, and in the media, suppose due to some temperature, due to some ambient light, due to some machine, or due to some noisy environment, if the data will be changed by 2 bits, okay, then the receiver will not be able to detect those number of error bits. Okay, now let us see one example. Suppose the transmitter has sent this combination 0 0 1 0 1, okay, and when receiver receives it, suppose the receiver has received 1 1 1 0 1. So here I have changed the first 2 bits. Okay. So here 1 1 is changed. Now you can find whether this combination is available in this 1 triple 1 0 1 triple 1 triple 1. Yeah, triple 1 0 1 is available here. Okay. So here the receiver will assume that this is the correct data. So receiver will accept it and take the particular action. Okay. So this is how, if the number of bits are if the number of error bits are 2 or more than 2 bits, then receiver will not understand whether this received data bits are right or accurate, correct, or it is wrong. So that means for 4-bit data, the receiver can identify only one error bit. Okay, so that's why the d minus 1 formula is given. Okay, so normally there is having some formula, actually we will discuss in the next video. So here I hope you understood this error detection and correction codes with the help of this Hamming distance. And if you liked this video, then please click on like, share this video. If you liked this video, then comment in the comment box, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you.